Chris and I have met in the office to talk about his Wofati, but also so that he can have a tutorial on SketchUp. I learned it yesterday, but I've had a lot of CAD experience throughout the years. Let's start out with going to the Window tab and go to Preferences, and I'll call out some tools so that you can make some shortcut keys. Because otherwise you will be confused by a bunch of stupid graphics, you know what I mean? If you're just starting SketchUp, I recommend you put these as your quick keys. It's alpha, not beta?
Yeah, I should probably do an alpha, and then this will probably be beta.
Okay.
On the computer.
So Chris and I just went over SketchUp, and then we also just went over his preliminary design. So he's planning on Ant Village Drive. I'm not sure. What is that? The name of that one?
Pascal Road.
Pascal Road. Over here on the back side of his structure, he'll have his structure facing downhill, and I think that's west. Yeah, we think that's west. Us three in the office. We're not quite sure. And so this is east, where the road is, and then so this will be north, and that'll be south. And what he wants is to look out onto his land through the front door. He would like a window above the front door, and on the back, the exact opposite wall, he's thinking 12 by 12. He's thinking a little bit of a 2-foot countertop space for a kitchen area, and he's also off here to the left on this wall. He's thinking a loft above the door, and so he's not sure on what height he needs. He would like some water elevated in a canister to emulate or
water pressure.
Yeah, emulate water pressure. I
1
think
psi per foot.
I think that this is drawn out as a hip roof, but possibly that's just one continuous gable. Yeah. He's wanting to submerge all the walls as much as possible, and possibly have it come up to the bottom of this back window. He's influenced by Euler on different levels, and so, you know, loft, office, whatever, as you progress up the hill, but we're not quite sure how that's going to look, so that's why SketchUp is going to come in real good handy here very, very soon. So I gave him a quick crash course, and he's making great progress, and I'm so glad that we got this onto paper and discussed just a little bit of it. He's going through the reading right now of Wofati, everything that we have to offer here at Wheaton Labs. So we'll check the progress of Chris. I want to show you a few things here. What I've done is I've imported AutoCAD by file import DWG, and this is on my my SketchUp Pro trial, and so I've got 29 days left. I'm not quite sure how much it is, but it's pretty expensive, I think. And so what I do is I bring my layers panel out here, and then I also bring out my materials panel, and typically I'll minimize this by just pressing on the top portion of that bar to minimize, like so. I'll keep this one open though. This is a great way to make sure that you're on the right layer whenever it is that you start drawing something. Don't get carried away with drawing without knowing that you're putting it on the right layers. But then you can toggle the visibility here with these check boxes. And so what I'm doing is just drawing right on top of the AutoCAD, because everything that's in AutoCAD I've got on a locked layer, or they're grouped together and they're locked. They're all actually on different layers, but notice I have in my layers I've got it starting with an X underscore. Those are the things that came out of AutoCAD. Then I have this layer here That's actually just for a visual marker. I don't have anything on that layer. I just want to separate my S underscores. Those are the things I'm making in SketchUp from my X underscores. Those are the things that I imported from AutoCAD. Let's see, I wanted to show you also, go up here to Window, bring out the layers. Outlier tells you all of your groups and components. Right now I don't have any components. There's a difference between groups and components. Go look at some YouTube video about that. Also earlier what we did was we went to Windows Preferences and Shortcuts here, and we entered in all of our shortcuts, and so I've given you that list earlier in this video. So this materials window, I think it came off of window. Oh, there it is, materials right here. That's how you can bring that out, and then once you're in it, you go to selecting colors. Where is it? Right here. It'll start out with it'll start out with something other than colors, but go to colors here, and then you can edit further. You can even get the little eyedropper. That's always a great tool. And I also wanted to show you on View toolbars. So you'll start out with a very slim amount of toolbars here. So what would be good is if you went to toolbars and just went through this list of toolbars to see which ones you wanted. Getting started is the one that you will automatically be presented with only, I believe. Okay, have fun. So I made this video and I was about to submit it to the internet, but I realized that I really do need to go over what's the difference between components and groups. And so there's something that's prior to both of these. And so, you start out and you're creating things, and so this is an editable geometry area. Everything melds together. So you need to set things on layers and then start creating things, and everything melds together and it's all interactive and everything. But whenever you want it to stop being interactive and make it an actual unit, then right click and go to make group. And so we've made that as a shortcut tool as Control G. And then there's components. Components are like groups where you edit one feature of the group and all of the groups take on that same feature. So that's the difference, and you really desperately need to know what a group is, because otherwise you will have tons of headaches. So do check out a YouTube video for this information.